Hi guys, it's LSP. It's still the 29th of January, obviously. The last video I did was about half an hour ago. I just wanted to give you an update on the cable trade that I discussed and went through. You can see it's just popped up there. You're literally a few pips away from my target. Brought the stop up to break even very quickly as soon as it hit 20 pips. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to close the trade, at this point. I'm just going to leave it and just let it either hit my stop at break even or +1, excuse me, +1, or I'm just going to let it, get up there and take the target, close to the 132 big figure. But like I said, I was watching the video and I actually wanted, I was watching the price action, during the video that I did, and I was kind of hoping that this was going to happen before then, so we could watch it live, but it didn't. It's happened obviously after the video, but I wanted to show you, and if you haven't watched the previous video, watch the previous video so you get a better idea of the reasoning behind this trade. We will watch it just for a little bit because it is starting to kind of grind back up there a little bit. It's back in the 80s, and it is looking like it wants to go a little. So let's see if we get the target now. It'll be quite interesting. I'll just have a drink of tea. Sorry if you hear me slurping. Be nice to see it get up there while we're recording. And again, just to say, this is not a trade I've taken on my main account. I'm not trading this week because of all the news that's coming out, but price is price is price, liquidity is liquidity is liquidity. Nothing changes. Just all it means, it's just more pronounced, it's more amplified because of the news releases that come out, and this is how trading should be: simple, direct. Complications don't need to be there, and you don't need to over analyze things. It's just it's just simple trading. You've seen the trades that I take, guys. I don't take trades based off news or indicators or anything else. I'm not saying they don't have value. I'm sure they do for for some people. For me personally, I just find it easy to just look at naked price charts, mark off a few levels, and obviously there's nuances. There's a lot of experience there. I've taken many trades over the years, and that all culminates into a little bit of a gut feel as well, a little bit of intuition, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's naked price action. It doesn't have to be complicated. The trades that I take are simple. They are. So it is what it is. You see that it's kind of etching its way up there. I'd love to see it just do it now, so I can kind of record the whole thing. I'm looking at the bottom at the profit, the P&L section where the order is, and it's kind of popping green. So I know I'm about 10 pips away. Give or take. So obviously this is cable. 10 pips is absolutely nothing for this pair. I'm curious to see. Well, I'm up about 16 or so pips. Yeah. It bodes well that it's staying up there, guys, at 138.85 to 138.89. It's good. It's a nice little pop. It didn't just go up there and then just completely reverse and come back into the range. It's staying up there, which is good. I do think I'm going to get this today. It's unlikely that this is going to go any lower. Let me just take a look at EG. This is the weekly. Yeah. Take a look at the 15-minute chart. Yeah, this is good for us as well. Got some liquidity down here. That's where I would expect price at some point. It should be the 0.8640 for EG. I'll go over to the euro. Just have a quick pop at that. Yep, standard, steady enough. And then go back to cable. In terms of the dollar, yeah. So again, this is all exactly what I want to see. Dollars, cable's pretty much on its own page, which I've emphasized this week, and like I said, there are some things. I mean, I'm going to say this now, that there are some things, obviously, that I do look into, to add confluence and confidence to the trades that I take. But it's nothing outside the scope of what any normal person could do. It's not some amazing discovery that I found over the years. It's nothing. It's just, like I said, little nuances, a little bit of multiple time frame analysis. It's also multiple pair analysis as well. I know that the pound currency has been quite strong recently. I know there's liquidity, above us, and I know that there's areas on the chart that for me personally are clearly identifiable as areas, right, where there's been a lot of accumulation. So they need to offload that somewhere, and the offloading of those positions, into a profit. There has to be liquidity there, and the liquidity for me is higher. I try very hard not to sound arrogant or like I know everything, because I don't. I try and be as humble as I can, but I just see that liquidity for me. I'm looking at the charts and it's like, wow, it's there. The liquidity is higher. It's obvious. That's where the draw on price is. So that's what I'm going to stick to. And like I said, I've just found it easier to see over the years. And again, guys, I'm just kind of talking and talking. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see if it gets up there while it's recording. It'd be nice to see live, and that's the only reason why I'm still sort of mumbling on. Just a little bit more, come on. 88. We need to see it in the 90s. If it gets into the 90s, yeah, you see it gets up there and then it eases off. All right, well, look, I'm going to call it there, guys. Like I said, it would have been nice to see this happen while it's being recorded. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I'm still confident the trade's going to get up there. Either way, if it gets stopped out or takes the target, I'm happy with the trade, more than happy with the trade. But it doesn't look like it's going to get up there. I'm probably going to have to talk for another 20 minutes before it happens. So I'll cut the recording now, and then I'll do a quick update of the trade after the fact, and show you some of the higher time frame stuff, and then we'll drop down to the lower time frames, and I'll show you some other stuff as well. And some of the reasoning outside of what I discussed in the previous video as to why I chose to open a trade on cable today. Alright guys, so take care, and I'll speak to you in the next video.